All right, I think we are good. Hi everyone, my name is Madeline. I work in the athletics department at CSU, and I'm going to be doing a 30-minute yoga session. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in child's pose. So on our knees as wide as the mat, big toes touching, arms stretched out nice and long in front, fingers spread wide, forehead resting on your mat, and deep breaths in and out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Continue doing that. Feeling the lungs expand with each inhale and fully letting out with each exhale. Arms activated. Feeling your chest rise and fall. On your next inhale, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, crossing the left hand on top of the right. Breathing deeply into the left side body. On your next inhale, back to center and over to the left side, crossing the right arm on top. Breathing deeply into the right side body. Bring our hands back to center. We're going to come up to tabletop, making sure our wrists are below our shoulders, our knees are below our hips, that we're pressing out of our shoulders, belly button drawn to the spine, nice neutral spine, chin isn't tucked in or back. We're going to inhale the right arm up and thread the needle through. Inhale up and through. Inhale up and down and hold. On your next inhale, bring your arm up, back to a neutral. Left arm up, thread it through. Inhale up, thread it through. Inhale up, thread it through and hold. Inhale the arm back up, neutral spine. We're going to drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, curl into our spine. Do this at your own pace with your own breath. Coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to tuck our toes and press our tailbone to the ceiling into downward dog. Pedal out the dog, right foot and left foot. We're going to bend the knees, gaze forward, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale up and rise. Arms to your side, mountain pose. Shoulders back and down. Knees soft, belly button to the spine, neck long. We're going to inhale the arms up, press the shoulders down. We're going to lift up out of our spine and tilt over to the right. Keeping the hips square, back towards center, up out of your spine and over to the left. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, back towards center, over to the right. Center and over to the left. Center. We're going to lift up, arch a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, plank. Shift forward, bend the elbows. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Our goal here is to get our chest as close to our thighs, bending the knees. We're going to plant the left foot. Bring the right foot into three-legged dog. Drop the heel to glute. Do 3 big circles with our knee. And reverse. Keeping the left heel and the left hand grounded, we're going to bring our right toes over to the left. We're going to flip our dog and come into wild thing. Right arm goes towards the ceiling, activating our fingers. We're going to flip back over to three-legged dog. Straighten that leg out. Bring our right foot through, up into warrior one. Shoulders back and down, belly button to the spine. We're going to inhale, prepare. Exhale, fold forward over our thigh. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up and hold. Bend a little bit deeper into that front leg. Frame the front foot. Back into plank. Shift forward. Down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Now we're going to plant the right heel. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Heel to glute. 3 big circles. And reverse. Keeping our right hand and right foot planted, we're going to flip our dog over, extending the left arm up. Making sure we're breathing. Flipping back into three-legged dog. Extend that leg out. Bring the left foot in between your hands. Warrior one. Shoulders and hips square to the front. We're going to inhale, prepare. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back up. Bend a little bit deeper. Frame the front foot. Step back into plank. Shift forward. Chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog. Knees down as wide as the mat. Child's pose. Big deep breaths here. through tabletop and meeting back in downward facing dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward, forward fold, ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows and letting gravity take over. Swing, you can swing side to side. Shake the head no, and shake the head yes. Making sure we're breathing. Bending the knees generously. We're going to place our hands down, keeping our hips square, grounding the left hand down, extending the right arm up. Placing that hand down, grounding the right hand, left arm up. Hand down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, rise. Arms to side. Bringing the feet together, sinking back into chair pose. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Sitting back as if you were in a chair. Inhale up. Back to chair pose. Sink a little bit deeper. Belly button to the spine. And up. Back to chair pose. Sink a little bit deeper. Feel the heat building in your legs. And up. Next, we're going to ground into our left foot. And we're going to bring our right thigh to our chest, grabbing onto our shin. Shoulders back and down. Next, we're going to transition into warrior three. We're going to shoot our right heel back to the opposite wall. Slightly tip forward. Belly button to the spine. Finding one place that doesn't move and focusing on it. Arms out behind or at prayer. Holding that core in. Flexing that foot, pushing the heel. Holding our gaze, we're going to bring that knee back up to our chest, grabbing at our thigh, and releasing. Shaking it out. Other side, grounding into that right foot. Bringing the left thigh up towards your chest, grabbing at your shin. Finding that spot on the wall that doesn't move. Finding your balance. Activating the core. And as we begin to transition into warrior three, pushing that heel back, extending the arms long, tilting forward slightly. Keeping that gaze. And bringing that thigh back up to your chest. Squeezing it in a little bit tighter. Grow taller. And place it down. Good job, everybody. Now we're going to come into a yogi squat. So you want to come a little bit further than your hips. And we're going to, sometimes I like to grab a pillow or a block. And we're going to sink our hips down, hands at prayer, and tuck our elbows about right where our knees are and push our knees away. So our knees aren't rolling in, we're pushing them away, pushing them towards our pinky toe. Very good. This one is a little advanced, so if this is too much, come down into butterfly. Spine nice and long. Again, pushing those elbows away. Avoiding rolling onto our arches. And very gently, we're going to come down and bring our feet in front of us. We're going to come to butterfly next. Soles of the feet together. Making sure we're sitting on our toe bones. Sitting nice and tall. We're going to fold forward onto our thighs. Using our elbows to push our thighs into the ground, keeping the spine long, letting the head bow naturally. Big deep breaths here. And we're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae to a nice tall spine. Moving into tabletop, we're going to bring our right foot forward into a low lunge. Making sure our ankle is below our knee. Scooch my knee a little bit. Bring the hands onto the thigh. Core activated. We're going to drop the hands, rock back onto the heel. Again, we want a nice long spine, not arching forward. Nice long spine as we roll onto our thigh. Back to your lunge. Swing it around, downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog. Dropping the knees to tabletop, swinging the left foot around. Confirming that our heel is below our knee. Gracefully bringing our hands to our thigh. Core activated. Placing the hands down, rocking back onto the heel, extending the spine, elongating the hamstring. Sinking a little bit deeper with each exhale. Coming back up, swinging the foot around, meeting in downward facing dog. Pedal out the dog. Shifting forward to plank. We're going to bend our elbows, keeping them close to our ribs as we come all the way down to our belly. And shift back a bit. We're going to roll the shoulders onto the back, press up into cobra, gazing at the end of our mat. Core is still activated, belly button to spine, and relax. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up. Gazing at the end of your mat. and fold forward. Now we're going to bring our arms out as farther than our mat as if we're doing a really wide push-up. We're going to press up and we're going to bend just our right elbow and twist towards the left. Bring our ear to the ground, getting a nice shoulder stretch. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the left elbow, twisting to the right, left ear to the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back to center, bringing the hands underneath you, pressing up through tabletop, and swinging the legs around in front. Legs extended, toes up towards the ceiling, shoulders back and down, making sure we're sitting on our hip bones, spine nice and long. We're going to inch our way forward, dropping the head naturally. Again, our goal is to reach with our chest towards our toes, and then allowing the head to bow. Big deep breaths here. Sinking a little bit deeper with each exhale. Enjoying the stretch. On your next inhale, slowly walk your hands up and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Hugging the left knee into your chest, hooking it with your right elbow, rainbowing the left hand back, gazing back. With each inhale, growing a little bit taller and twisting a little further. Not forcing anything. Gazes to the back. Coming back center, letting the left knee fall, the left sole into the right thigh, making sure we're sitting on our sit bones again. Reaching the arms up and folding forward over the right thigh. If you need to, grasping the right foot. And rolling up. Extending the left leg out, bringing the right knee in, hooking the right knee with the left elbow, and rainbowing the right arm back. Again, growing taller and twisting a little further. Back towards center, letting the right knee fall, Making sure we're sitting on our sit bones, reaching the arms up, shoulders back and down, and falling over the left thigh. Enjoying the stretch. Walking our hands back up, extending the legs out, and rolling onto our back. Hugging the knees in, grabbing on the shins, rocking side to side. Placing the left foot down, right foot up, right heel to left knee, threading through, grabbing behind the thigh, and pulling the thigh closer as you use your right elbow to guide your right thigh away. Feet are flexed. Gently closing the eyes. With each inhale, pulling the thigh closer to you. Placing the soles of both feet down, extend the left leg, left heel to right knee, thread the needle, grab behind the right thigh, and pull it towards you. Remembering to breathe. Releasing the soles of the feet back down. Extending the legs out long as we begin to transition into our final resting pose. Palms up. Eyes gently closed if you wish. Feet falling naturally to the side. Legs beginning to feel heavy. Feeling the stomach naturally rise and fall as the breath settles. Relaxing the fingers. Releasing the tongue from the roof of your mouth and parting your lips. Unclenching the space between your eyebrows and letting your mind wander. Begin to deepen your breath, filling your lungs with air and exhaling out through your mouth. Feeling your belly rise and fall as you exhale. Slowly beginning to wake up the body, starting with the breath. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Pressing your thumb into each fingertip and your finger into each finger into your thumb. Keeping the eyes closed, gently bring yourself over into a fetal position. When you're ready, press yourself up into a comfortable seated position, eyes still gently closed. Fingertips out to the side. We're going to take 3 big deep breaths together. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, float them down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, float them down. Inhale the arms up, palms together. Exhale, heart center. The light within me honors and sees the light within you. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed today's class. I hope to see everyone next Monday, and I hope everyone has a great 4th of July weekend.